why you are here. There are people, there's a certain reporter that whenever he comes to these marches, you can be sure that in the papers he will write or online, he will say the numbers are not growing. Even if the number grows, he says the number is not growing. I don't know what his agenda is, but he is the only person who comes every time we have a march, and he writes in the newspaper, he goes online, he talks about the numbers are not growing. Let me tell him what this is. This is people who understand what commitment is. These are people who understand what principle is. Not a single soul out here marching because somebody offered them a free t-shirt. Not a single soul is marching because you offered them a beer. Not a single soul is out here marching because you say you could get them a free food. When we get to the end of the march, we disperse, or we go and buy something from one of the vendors in the area. But nobody has promised anybody here a free t-shirt, a free bag, a free towel, a free pencil case, nothing. This is a group of people who raise their own money to put on this march every time we come out to march. And Barbadians usually don't want to talk about money, but it costs us about $2,500 every time we march. And we raise that money from amongst ourselves. We raise that money from amongst our friends. We raise that money from people who are committed to the cause. And you know what the cause is? At the end of the day, it is the right to protest in this country. The right to tell the government, I do not agree with you. The right to tell the Prime Minister that it is lunacy for a minister to receive a pension at 50. And the ordinary people of Barbados have to wait till 68. We are marching for the right to be able to tell all the ministers, to tell all of them that it is not right to keep carrying up the pensionable age every time you just finish licking out the money. That is what we are protesting about. We are out here protesting because we know that some of you out there knows that if they carry up the pension age to 68, eventually they will carry it up to 75. This is why we are out here marching. This is why we are protesting. And the courageous few, ladies and gentlemen, are out here because you two know it is not right that a minister should be getting a pension at the age of 50 and we got to wait till 68. You know that it is not right. But you might be frightened to come out here. So we are marching on your behalf. There is no political agenda here. We are marching for what is right. We are marching for principle. We are marching for accountability. You cannot write off $1 billion over the pension fund and feel that you don't have to make an excuse for it. You can't send $80 million and just tell us that you send it overseas. Overseas where? Overseas where? Where is your $80 million going? Do you not want to know? Well, I want to know where the $80 million is going, and I have asked the Prime Minister, where is the $80 million going, and she refuses to answer. She refuses to answer. I feel that she forget that we employ her. I hope that you don't forget it. We employ those ministers. We pay their salary. They are accountable to us. And when we ask them a legitimate question, they must answer. The Prime Minister must not just laugh and say, oh, they're out there walking to exercise. That it is only a few people that got a problem. But I would like to think that if only one of the people that she's supposed to represent in Barbados has a problem with what she is doing, I would like to think that she would answer. All you are asking her to do is to talk and to tell us, and she's a woman that likes talking. She's a woman that likes talking. So how come when we ask, where's the $80 million going, she cannot answer? But you must not only ask the Prime Minister, everybody here has a representative. Your representative needs to tell you if we have 80, and remember the $80 million going every year. It's not just 1 year. Every year, they're taking $80 million out of the National Insurance Scheme to invest it somewhere or the other, and we don't know. It's just like if you take the $80 million and just throw it out in the sea. We don't know where it's going, and we don't know how much money coming back, and we don't know if it coming back, or if in 10 years time either she or some other politician is going to come and tell us, well, you know, the pensionable age is now at 75, and there is nothing that we can do about it. Because Barbadians, I want you to know that the docile people, that people try to tell you that you are not. What I would say about Barbadians is that you don't get a mark for every foolishness. That is a fact. But when things are getting like how they are getting now, you get up. You get up and do what you have to do. And a message has to go to the Prime Minister and her cabinet that we are not happy. We are not happy with what is happening. They got people in this march that vote for you. They vote for you and they are disappointed that when they ask you a simple question about the NIS, you are refusing to answer. But if the rest of Barbados is frightened to come out, the people here, the good people, you're going to have to thank these people. You're going to have to thank these people in years to come that got the government of 2023 to pull back on what they are doing. To pull back on what they are doing. You might not be seen as a hero now. Heroes are only seen as an afterthought and an aftersight, but you will be seen as heroes. And I want to encourage you to come out here Saturday by Saturday by Saturday by Saturday and make sure that the government hears, because the government like it hard of hearing. We are talking to them and they are proceeding to do whatever they feel like doing. They're not listening. And I'm saying to you problem they should answer. Because we are paying their salaries. We employ them, they don't employ us. We employ them, they do not employ us. So when you wake up 10 years from now and they're telling you that you gotta work till 75 before you can get a pension, are you going to be sorry that you didn't join this march? Are you going to be sorry then? You should come now. You should come now. But we know that some people fighting and they don't want to come. We know that. And we're marching for you. But we expect you to come. We expect you to come eventually. We expect you to come and speak. But what I'm saying to you is that these are people of commitment here working on your behalf, and we will continue to work on your behalf. And let me tell you a bit of your history that you don't know anything about. In the 1930s that you hear about all the time of the riots, people try to tell you that Clement Payne come to Barbados and start a riot. That is absolute rubbish. Work was being done before Clement Payne ever got here. It was Barbadians that they don't like to call the names. They don't want to call the names of the Barbadians like Ulrich Grant and Israel Lovell. They don't want to call the Barbadian names that were out here fighting before Clement Payne ever think of coming to Barbados. When he was going to be God himself to come here, and in 3 days he caused a riot to occur. But let me tell you, this isn't the first time that Barbadians have been treated badly. What about the sugar workers? All back in 1958, the sugar workers had to protest to get the money. You understand that? The planters sold the sugar, got good money for it, and then when they get to Barbados and they're asking, the workers were asking for the money. The workers weren't given the money. You gotta learn your history. The same thing happened back in 1963. The same thing happened back in 1963. And from accounts from back in that day, sugar workers went to the representatives of the time, armed, and asked them why they're not getting the money. That is the history of Barbadians and Barbadians. But nobody don't want to talk about it. I had to be reading a book by Ranger Crawford to understand that back in the 50s, back in the 60s, Barbadians were protesting about things that were happening to them. I understand that in 1958 and in 1964, the Barbados Workers Union was in existence too, but they weren't doing what the workers wanted, so the workers had to stand up and protest for themselves. And I want Barbadians to understand that they are now more under control than ever before in their existence, because many Barbadians feel that they have to wait on the NUPW before they come out and march. They feel they have to wait on the Barbados Workers Union before they come out and march. They feel that they're going to wait on the Barbados Labour Party before they come out and march. They feel they're going to wait on the Democratic Labour Party before they come out and march. But let me tell you people, no matter what organization you belong to, you have every right to get up and march for yourself. And we are going to be out here Saturday after Saturday after Saturday until they're here. Until they're here. Every time. Saturday after Saturday, people. Saturday after Saturday. And some days our committed soldiers might have something to do that they can't come, but they come the next Saturday. They come the next Saturday. And they're going to keep doing this because, now let me tell you this big issue is, we work hard. We work hard. We put money into the government. We put money into the government through taxes, through national insurance. The government can't give it to who they feel like. The government can't give the money, lend the money to people and then write it off. The government can't do that. Why was the money written off at Four Seasons when the land's still down there? The land's still down there, but the money that we lend to Four Seasons is not down there anymore. The first act of this government was to just write it off. But I want you to know that money is not like getting an eraser and rubbing it out. Somebody got the money. Somebody got the money. And we are saying to the Prime Minister that the people who got the money, no matter who they are, that the people need to give that money back.